the Stoic method.
Hello, gentlemen. Today we step into a realm of ancient wisdom, revisited through the lens of modern minds like Ryan Holiday. This is a journey into Stoicism, a philosophy not just for times of ease, but crucially, for moments of trial. I recall a time in my life, a few years ago, when I faced a career challenge that shook my foundations. It was in the depths of this struggle that I turned to the writings of Marcus Aurelius. What I discovered was not just a way to endure, but a method to thrive. As men navigating the complexities of the 21st century, understanding and harnessing these Stoic principles can be our most valuable tool in transforming failures into stepping stones toward success. Let's explore how. Stoicism, rooted in the wisdom of ancient Greece and Rome, offers more than endurance. It's a philosophy of active engagement with life's challenges. Stoic sages like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus demonstrated that true wisdom lies not in external success, but in cultivating an inner fortress of calm and resilience. In the face of adversity, they found strength. Today, we unpack 8 Stoic tenets that can redefine our approach to failure, turning even the deepest setbacks into opportunities for growth. Embrace imperfection. Imperfection is the natural state of human existence. Failures, errors, and setbacks are not just inevitable, they're essential to our growth. Seneca's words, errare humanum est, remind us that to err is human. Reflecting on our mistakes is a profound exercise in self-awareness and growth. Every misstep is a lesson, every failure a teacher. How we respond to our imperfections, with acceptance and a willingness to learn, sets the foundation for true success. Focus on what you can control. A cornerstone of Stoicism is the dichotomy of control. Recognizing the difference between what is within our control and what isn't is vital. Failures often arise from circumstances beyond our reach. The Stoic approach teaches us to focus our energy and efforts on our actions, thoughts, and responses, the true areas of our influence. This principle encourages a shift from external attribution to internal reflection, empowering us to act with purpose and intention. Cultivate emotional resilience. Stoicism does not advocate for emotionlessness. Rather, it champions emotional resilience. This means developing the ability to face life's adversities without being overwhelmed. It involves seeing setbacks as neutral events, not as personal affronts. By cultivating detachment, we can analyze situations objectively, learn from them, and move forward with a clearer mind. Practice mindfulness and self-reflection. Mindfulness and self-reflection are critical tools in the Stoic arsenal. They involve a deep dive into our thoughts, emotions, and reactions. By understanding our internal processes, we gain insight into our patterns of failure and success. Self-reflection leads to self-awareness, which in turn fosters better decision-making and a more profound understanding of our place in the world. Stoicism teaches us to prepare for various outcomes, including failure. By setting realistic expectations, we align our goals with the nature of reality, unpredictable and often challenging. This approach helps us remain grounded and focused, even when our endeavors do not yield the results we anticipated. It's about finding a balance between optimism and realism, hope and pragmatism. Develop a growth mindset. A growth mindset, as endorsed by Stoicism, views challenges as opportunities for learning and development. This perspective encourages us to embrace failure as a natural part of the learning process. It shifts our focus from a fixed notion of ability to a dynamic understanding of potential. With this mindset, every failure becomes a stepping stone towards greater knowledge and capability. Exercise virtue and integrity. Stoicism places great emphasis on living a life of virtue and integrity. Our character, according to Stoic philosophy, is defined not by our successes or failures, but by how we respond to them. In the face of failure, responding with honesty, courage, and perseverance reflects our true strength. These virtues become the guiding principles in our journey toward success. Embrace the journey. Success in Stoicism is seen as a journey rather than a destination. The philosophy teaches us to find value and meaning in the process of striving towards our goals. It's about appreciating the growth and learning that come with each challenge and setback. This perspective transforms our approach to failure, encouraging us to see each obstacle as an integral part of our personal and professional development. Now, let's pause and reflect. How do you perceive failure? Are there areas in your life where applying Stoic principles might alter your perspective? Consider a recent setback. How could these teachings have reshaped your response? Marcus Aurelius. As the Emperor of Rome, Marcus Aurelius faced immense pressure and responsibility. In his private notes, later published as Meditations, he frequently reflected on Stoic principles. Despite battling plagues, invasions, and political betrayals, he remained steadfast and calm. His leadership was marked by rationality and virtue, not by the chaos that surrounded him. His story is a testament to the power of Stoicism in navigating life's tumultuous waters. Modern example. Let's bring this closer to our times. Consider the story of Sarah, a software engineer who faced a significant career setback when her innovative project was abruptly canceled. Initially, Sarah was devastated. However, by applying Stoic principles, she reframed her experience. She focused on what she could control, her skills and her response to the situation. She used the experience to learn new technologies and eventually led a more successful project. Sarah's story illustrates how Stoicism's ancient wisdom can be profoundly relevant in our modern professional landscape. Throughout this narrative, I invite you to engage actively. Reflect on these questions. How have you reacted to failures in the past? Can you see a pattern that might be altered with a Stoic approach? In your current challenges, what aspects are within your control? How can focusing on these elements change your perspective? Consider applying the principle of embracing the journey to a current goal. How does this shift your view of the challenges you face? For a video script, imagine visuals that bring these stories and principles to life. For Marcus Aurelius, scenes of ancient Rome, the bust of the emperor, and parchment scrolls. For Sarah's story, depict the modern workplace, computers, and graphics illustrating the project's life cycle. Use animations to symbolize Stoic principles, like a tree standing firm in a storm for resilience, or a path with various terrains for the journey of success. In discussing Stoic principles, let's break them down into everyday language. When we talk about focusing on what you can control, it's about directing your energy towards actions and decisions that are in your hands. Cultivating emotional resilience is akin to building mental strength, helping you to face challenges without being overwhelmed emotionally. To make these principles tangible in your daily life, consider these practices. Maintain a daily journal to reflect on your responses to challenges and your progress in applying Stoic principles. Dedicate time each day for mindfulness practices, such as meditation, to cultivate a calm and centered mind. Regularly review and adjust your goals, ensuring they are aligned with a Stoic approach, balanced, realistic, and focused on personal growth. Some may wonder, is Stoicism really relevant in our high-tech, fast-paced world? The answer is a resounding yes. The core of human nature, our aspirations, and our struggles remain consistent through the ages. Stoicism offers a timeless toolkit for navigating life's complexities, not by detaching from our emotions, but by understanding and managing them effectively. As we conclude, remember that Stoicism is more than a philosophy for enduring hard times. It's a roadmap for transforming every aspect of life, including our failures, into opportunities for growth and success. The 8 principles we've delved into offer practical, actionable guidance for personal and professional development. By embracing these teachings, you can embark on a journey of continuous growth, turning every challenge into a stepping stone towards greater wisdom and fulfillment. If this exploration of Stoicism has sparked your interest, I encourage you not to stop here. Subscribe for more insights into how ancient wisdom can guide us in the modern world. Delve into the works of Ryan Holiday for a contemporary perspective and revisit the timeless teachings of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. Begin applying these principles today, and witness how they transform your approach to failure, shaping it into the very foundation of your success.
The Stoic method.
Hello and welcome to our journey into the age-old wisdom of Stoicism and its modern-day application in resolving conflicts. Whether in personal or professional life, conflict is inevitable, but how we handle it can make all the difference. Today, we're diving into a philosophy that has guided great minds like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. We'll explore 9 key Stoic principles to help us navigate conflicts with understanding, empathy, and fairness. Let's begin this exploration and transform how we approach disagreements. Stoicism, rooted in the Hellenistic period, emphasizes rational thought, emotional control, and ethical action. Consider the words of Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, who advised, "Before you criticize someone, ask yourself, what fault of mine most resembles the one I am about to criticize?" This profound philosophy encourages a mindset of self-awareness, empathy, and rationality in conflicts, focusing on mutual understanding over winning arguments. 1. Understanding your control. Recognize and accept the aspects of conflict within your control. Stoicism teaches us to direct our energy towards our actions, responses, and attitudes, rather than trying to alter others' opinions or behaviors. Think of a scenario where you felt helpless. Could a shift in focus towards your reaction, rather than the situation itself, have changed the outcome? Practicing empathy. Empathy is a cornerstone in resolving conflicts. It involves deeply understanding and sharing the feelings of others. In conflicts, try to step into the other person's shoes. How are they seeing the situation? What emotions are they experiencing? By doing so, you can often discover a path to mutual understanding and respect. 3. Maintaining objectivity. Strive to approach conflicts with a calm, unclouded mind, setting personal biases and emotional reactions aside. This Stoic principle is about seeing the situation as it is, not through the lens of your feelings or preconceived notions. Imagine viewing the conflict from an outsider's perspective. What would they see? 4. Exercising patience. In Stoicism, patience is seen as a form of wisdom. It's about giving time and space for the situation to unfold and for all parties to be heard. Instead of reacting impulsively, consider the power of a pause. How might a patient approach have altered the outcome of past conflicts? 5. Communicating clearly. Effective communication in Stoicism is clear, honest, and respectful. It's about expressing your views assertively without being aggressive and listening actively. Reflect on how you express yourself during disagreements. Are you truly listening to understand or just waiting to reply? 6. Seeking common ground. This principle involves looking for mutual interests and values that can form the basis of a resolution. In conflicts, it's easy to focus on differences, but Stoic wisdom urges us to find areas of agreement that can lead to cooperative solutions. Think about a recent conflict. What commonalities were overlooked? 7. Practicing forgiveness. Forgiveness in Stoicism isn't about condoning wrongdoing. It's about freeing yourself from the burden of resentment. By letting go of grudges, we open the path to healing and understanding. Reflect on a situation where holding on to anger has hindered resolution. How could forgiveness have changed the dynamic? 8. Focusing on personal growth. Every conflict presents an opportunity for personal development. Stoicism encourages us to use these experiences to learn about our values, triggers, and areas for improvement. Consider how previous conflicts have shaped you. What lessons have you learned that could be applied in future situations? 9. Committing to ethical action. This principle is about ensuring that your actions and solutions in conflicts align with moral and ethical standards. Stoicism teaches us to act with integrity, even in challenging situations. Think about a decision you made in a conflict. Was it aligned with your ethical beliefs, or were you swayed by emotions or external pressures? Now, Take a moment to reflect on a recent conflict. How did you approach it? Did your actions align with these Stoic principles? How might these principles have altered the outcome or the process? Consider the life of Seneca, a Stoic philosopher deeply entwined in the complex politics of ancient Rome. Facing constant conflicts in a treacherous political environment, Seneca navigated these challenges with a focus on Stoic virtues. His extensive writings, particularly his moral letters to Lucilius, offer a window into how he applied Stoic principles to maintain integrity, practice forgiveness, and seek ethical solutions amidst the most severe disagreements and power struggles. His approach to conflict, marked by deep reflection and a commitment to personal growth, offers timeless lessons in handling disputes with dignity and moral fortitude. Contrast this with a modern-day example. Imagine a tech entrepreneur facing a significant ethical dilemma involving data privacy. In a rapidly evolving digital world, the conflict presents stark choices between profitability and ethical responsibility. Applying Stoic principles, the entrepreneur chooses to transparently communicate the issue with stakeholders, seeks common ground between business goals and user privacy, and makes a decision that prioritizes ethical action over short-term gain. This case highlights the relevance of Stoic virtues in contemporary settings, demonstrating how ancient wisdom can guide modern decision-making in complex, high-stakes environments. These 9 Stoic principles offer a robust framework for resolving conflicts with grace and effectiveness. They guide us to focus on what we can control, practice empathy and patience, communicate clearly, seek common ground, embrace forgiveness, focus on personal growth, and commit to ethical actions. Remember Epictetus' words, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Let's apply these strategies to transform our approach to conflicts, leading to more harmonious and constructive outcomes in our lives. I invite you to deepen your understanding of Stoicism and its application in conflict resolution. Subscribe for more insightful content like this. To explore these principles further, the works of Ryan Holiday offer a modern perspective on Stoic philosophy. Begin integrating these Stoic strategies into your conflict resolution approach and observe the profound impact they can have on your relationships and peace of mind. Share your experiences in the comments below. How have you used or plan to use Stoic principles in your life? Thank you for joining me in this exploration of Stoicism's role in conflict resolution.